Okay, I'm ready.
No, keep doing it. Keep doing it.
Oh god, you're gonna start it with that.
Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Okay.
Keep doing it.
Hey, Keegan's
Oh, you gotta get the shot.
Yo.
Alright. I'm gonna start, then you start. The
Welcome
weight
to
still
the
rise.
Welcome to the Egg Boys podcast.
Most
Episode
Hold on,
9.
I'll be right back, boys.
I
Hold on, I'll
think
be
this
right
is
back.
10, correct? Isn't
You
this
are
10?
a whore.
Jesus fucking.
Isn't this
Tyler.
10?
Where'd he go?
Hold on, boys. Isn't this 10? Isn't this 10?
Episode 9.
Oh, I thought it was 10. Okay.
Shit. Okay.
Yeah, I'm back.
Welcome.
Gotta get some mood lighting in here, even though no one can fucking see it.
Yeah, bruh.
Gotta
Okay,
turn
so
down
we
those
got-
lights.
We got
Where's the red
special...
button? There it is.
Tyler, I don't give a shit. Welcome to special guest star. Welcome
Welcome to special guest star.
Fuck. Welcome, Keegan.
Thank you for having me on the show. It's a real pleasure to be here.
He's
with
still
you.
got the
gas mask.
Oh, I'm gonna wear this gas mask.
Can you at least have your camera on if you're going to?
I fully expect I'm going to wear this the entire podcast.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay, so
That's gonna get so fucking hot. I feel for you. I'm sorry.
No, yeah, it's already a furnace right now. I can feel sweat and
Bruh.
just it's gluing onto my face.
oh yeah, so Tyler's gonna be quarantined for 2 weeks.
Yeah, I've been
I heard.
quarantined.
He got the roll.
How's
Yeah,
that
so Friday the
didn't get
16th,
the
there was they're like, hey, a kid in your class was positive for COVID, and I'm like, oh fuck me. And they're like, yeah, you gotta quarantine for like 10 days, and I'm like, And they're like, but if I get a test, can I like come back? And they're like, no, and I'm like,
Friday the 16th.
Why are you like sad about that? I thought that's a good thing.
no, it's not a good thing. I want to go to school.
16,
Why?
that's the new unlucky number.
We haven't
'cause
had human interaction in over a year.
Yeah,
everything
dude,
started
like, it's
going
awful.
downhill. in
Coming from
2016.
my introverted self, I am perfectly fine.
Yeah,
with
you
not
sat
having
in
any
like the
human
hallway
Okay.
outside of the cafeteria, so I can kind of understand.
I
Yeah.
can't go there anymore. You have to be free. You're not allowed to sit inside.
They don't let you go
anymore.
there.
You can't sit inside. You have to sit outside. Like I sit in the courtyard with all the seniors and juniors, and everybody else has to go to the playground. Like, if you arrive early to school, you have to stand outside of the main entrance. They will let you in. They'll take your temperature. You sanitize your hands, and then you go immediately out to the playground and wait for the remainder of the time. Depending on what time you got there.
Damn.
Bro, my school doesn't do shit like that.
Oh,
They're
hold
just
on,
like,
hold
well,
on,
I hope
hold
you don't
on.
have fucking
Can I jump
COVID.
on Keegan's thought real quick? Hey, and how's it going? I almost said it.
Hey. Good job.
What did he say?
Good job. I almost caught myself
He
right
almost
before.
said the name of Keegan's school.
Oh, bro.
No, of mine.
Of his school.
Of
Not
yours,
my
okay,
school.
cool.
Not Keegan's. So over at my school, they force us to eat outside, but I don't like to socialize because none of my friends are back. So I just eat in one of the classrooms. I just eat in
Bro,
one of the
hold on.
classrooms.
Bro, hold the fuck up. Your school, there's not a lot of places to eat outside.
No,
What is that, cold
I've
medicine?
not seen. They redesigned their school.
I can't get it. Anyways,
Actually,
No, I've
Tyler,
seen
I
it.
think our school is one of the most open campuses in our state. I almost said that. In our state. My school is one of the most open campuses. Think
Oh,
we
yeah,
talked
for sure.
About the logistics of like a school shooting at my school, like it is possible. But I
It's
think like
entirely
you
possible.
could only like target one building at a time because of how
Yeah, 'cause the rest of
set up
it is fucking
school
run.
is. Yeah, because the rest of the school's just so wide open. It's so bad. It's such a morally right. I'm gonna go eat dinner now.
Oh, he's
gone.
Bruh.
He was going on a tangent and then he just disappeared.
So, Keegan, anything you would like to say? You are our guest, after all. You want to kick off with a question or something? Give some financial advice?
What the fuck is oatmeal?
It's like... this
every episode we have to have at least
porridge.
one thing.
It's
That's
like, hold on, I
like-
have to explain what oatmeal is. It's like this porridge that the old people eat at the retirement homes, in the scrap heap.
Oh, okay. You see, I thought what they ate at the retirement homes was just like the grinded up dentures that they fell out and lost. Like the staff just go around their rooms.
But that's
at
what
night.
oatmeal is.
The dentures from all the old people who
From the
died.
deceased members.
Yeah.
Oats are not real. They're...
Yes, old
Oh,
people do not
sorry,
exist.
Diego. Then leave the VC, dickhead. Not my fault.
Okay.
What are you eating, by the way? By any chance? What do you happen to be eating, Diego?
Oatmeal.
Oatmeal!
Oh God, I can't see out of my lens. I
Chicken
can't
fried
see out of the
steak.
lens.
Alright,
It's
damn.
just fog, guys.
Hey,
I
we
can't-
just had a meeting on health, bro. You shouldn't be eating that. That's not healthy.
Bruh.
You can't do that. That's bad.
That's too bad for you.
Yeah, I can't see crap. All I see is just
Ah.
fog, and my head is getting light.
You want to take it off?
No, I'm gonna do it.
You should take it off.
I'm not gonna take it off.
Bollocks.
Take it off.
No. Lot made
Anyway.
me take it off. I'm not doing it again.
Alright,
Bro,
How did
The other
y'all's
day-
SAT thing? How was the SAT for all of you?
I haven't taken it yet.
what?
What?
Do you guys know your scores yet?
No.
I haven't taken mine.
Look, okay, like 5 hours in, I stopped taking it seriously, and my essay derailed completely.
Oh, mine too.
'Cause
it
My
was-
it was
essay
some
scores-
bullshit.
I think
We
my
had-
essay scores were like somewhere, like I think there were 4s and 3s. Like they were not good
Dude,
at all.
it was some bullshit, because it was like some bullshit thing, like, explain how the writer, creates their argument about food labeling. And it was some boring-ass thing. What? How do you expect me to read this? And then I started taking it seriously, and then I was like, oh, fuck this. And then it just derailed, and I started talking, and then I just started, like, documenting the entire Godzilla storyline.
This woman cares for the environment, which is why she wouldn't like Godzilla.
This is proof that she is a big fan of the 1972 film Godzilla vs. the Smog Monster. It was like, it was like 5/6 of it was just Godzilla lore.
I can't do this anymore. I'm becoming too lightheaded. I feel like I'm about to pass out.
Yeah, take
Okay,
it off,
good.
bro.
Thank you. Thank you, Keegan. Thank you. Round of applause for Keegan.
Jeez. My face is just red. It is. You think I could sign up for the Washington's football team now?
Bruh.
Oh wait, no, you can't. They're not called that anymore. They're just called the Washington.
They
team.
just called the Washington football team. Which I think it's some bullshit.
Wait. I have some
I'm
old
done.
Redskins stuff.
So do
you think
I.
that's rare now? So I
Me
can
too.
like.
Oh no,
sell
it
that
is.
off?
No, it's collectibles. It's collectibles. I have like an
Let's
old jersey.
go.
My grandpa was a big fan of them. I was like, I came across like an old Redskins hat, and I was like, hey, this is a collectible now.
Well, I got like a blanket and I got like a stop sign.
A stop.
What the
What?
Wait, what?
Can we see it?
Yeah. Hold on.
A stop sign.
I
We
gotta-
gotta see the stop sign.
It's just. Hold on. Let me.
Diego
Hold
says
on,
he got a
I-
1240, bro. I got a
I'm
fucking
myself, hold on.
1120.
Dumbass.
Hey, I'm a dumbass, but I don't need an SAT to get into the college I'm getting into, and I'm
Yeah,
making more than you. And I'm making more than you, so.
Guess who's gonna be happier
Probably.
though? Guess who's gonna?
I'm gonna
probably
be depressed and kill myself because I'm gonna be a blue collar worker, but I kinda don't give a fuck. As long as I'm happy. for a short amount of time.
Expectancy, as soon as you become a blue collar worker, your life expectancy kind of your life kind of shot down a bit. Like you're not gonna live as long. I hope you know that, Tyler.
Yeah, but like, so.
Just grinding for money. That's my
Yeah,
life.
bro.
He's got a
That's really
pledge
all you gotta
allegiance to
do
the
is just
prophet.
leave your kids. Yeah, just
I don't
leave your
care.
kids enough money.
Gentlemen,
gotta
I have
do-
retrieved
No,
the
I
stop
thought
sign.
you were gonna say all you gotta do is just leave your kids.
What is? That's what I heard him say.
All you-
Just leave your
All you have
kids.
to do is just go get some milk. That's all you gotta do.
It runs in the family.
Hey, boys,
Okay,
guess what
you
I
ready?
did today? Hold on,
Let's
can,
see
I,
it.
can I say something? Guess what I did today?
Hey,
Man,
okay,
what the fuck
makes
is
sense.
that?
Stop sign.
Well, if you can't read backwards, it says danger ahead, stop, Redskins country.
Boys.
Ooh.
I'll pay my birthdays.
Uh-oh.
They had a warning like that for the fucking Spanish.
Fuck you, Tyler.
Oh, jeez. Oh, also, I recently learned, in, what was it, math, for some reason,
Calculus is
The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn apparently got canceled on Twitter.
Really?
Wait, it did?
Yeah, I don't know why it got canceled or how it got canceled.
But we need to cancel culture.
Things
I
we
think
should
we
cancel:
tried.
the
It
Holocaust.
doesn't. It doesn't.
Simon
work 'cause
Cowell.
Simon, I really hate Simon Cowell.
You gotta cancel oxygen because it's
The
twat.
Oh, they canceled the Boy Scouts of America.
That seems
Why
right.
did
No,
they-
that-
oh,
no,
because
That was a
that's
couple
fitting.
years ago.
Tyler, that's fitting though. I mean, that's fitting.
No, that was in 2020. They canceled it.
Oh, that's even more
They
fitting.
canceled
than
it
anything
twice?
else.
It was
Bruh.
because of like they don't include girls, right?
Well,
that- that was in
they
We
allowed-
have
2008.
Girl Scouts, and
Yeah, and then they allowed it in 2009. They complained about it in 2018. They allowed it in 2019,
And I wanna
and then in
tell myself
2020 they canceled them because they were hazing.
Damn.
What
Bro,
did you
what are they?
expect?
What
It's a
is
group of boys?
what is
Yeah.
cancel culture ever
Oh, shit, I
effectively canceled? Like, can somebody tell me
Nothing.
one thing?
Nobody.
Exactly.
Absolutely
Not a
Thank
single
you.
thing. Not a single thing.
Bro, they tried to cancel Eminem, and then Eminem's like, "So I don't do it."
He really did.
You don't do anything to Eminem because he doesn't care. He will not.
I mean,
Yeah, he
that
just
you
doesn't
can't
give a
cancel
shit.
someone that doesn't exactly. You
I
can't
just
cancel
realized
someone.
y'all
do it,
can
you
this.
won't.
I'm a mute for a second while I do this. Sorry.
Alright.
Hey, Keegan, how's calculus treating you?
We're just gonna skip ahead. Next topic.
Okay.
Bro, my
So,
algebra
okay, so-
teacher is so fucking funny. He will just you know the meme of the guy with the whiteboard explaining shit and it's like super speed? That's
Yeah.
that's my algebra 2 teacher. He will just explain shit. Like the other day he explained how a triangle and a line are the same.
What?
And it made sense.
sense.
It
How
made
did
It's 180, 180 degrees.
Yeah, exactly. And it made sense mathematically. It just did not make sense by any like logic.
Absolutely. Yeah, but anyway,
Yeah,
this is
I explained to my trig teacher how a circle equals a square, and
actually, Tyler, I'm
his
not,
mind
you know,
was
I'm
just
not gonna
fucking
start-
blown, and
It
he's like,
doesn't actually, Tyler. Well,
You're not
technically,
wrong.
It's a 360. It's 360 technically, but the shape doesn't technically fit. It's 360 degrees. I'll give you that, but it just looking at it, you can't ever get a square will never equal a circle technically, along with its the.
bro, my fucking history
There we
teacher
go,
was a
when I do
philosophy major.
Oh.
Hold on, I gotta show you. Okay, I gotta fucking show you what he did. I don't have a picture of it, so I'm just gonna have to draw it. So hold on.
Oh god.
Let's see.
EA.
Oh, I said the most.
sport.
I said the most
What a
retarded
shame.
shit in chemistry class today.
Aiden, can I just say that that's got to be a really retarded thing because I have heard you say some very retarded
No,
things.
it was
So
it
the
was
scale of
peak-
retardation that you must have
It was peak dumbassery. So he was like, so if sodium was to convert into steam, do you think that would take a lot of energy? And I said,
Sorry,
no.
I'm back, boys.
Okay, welcome back. And I said
are we
no, and he
talking
was,
about?
and then he goes, it would take a lot of energy. And I like my chemistry teacher. He's a chill dude. And under my breath, I just go, oh fuck me. And then he's like, sorry, did you say? Sorry, did you say a lot of energy, or did you say it would take a lot of energy or not a lot of energy? And then I just go, honestly, I forgot, because I did. And then the British guy, who's like the assistant teacher, he heard me say, "Oh fuck me," under my breath, and he was like, "You really dodged a bullet there." And I was like, "Yeah,
You
thanks,
really
man.
dodged a bullet there, old chap.
Thanks, Phil."
Phil, that's like the most un-British name ever I've
I
heard.
like him.
I
Phil.
beg to differ.
No, when I think British, I think of like Edwin and William.
Edwin.
Edwin.
William.
Squilliam.
Dude, British kids will talk. British kids will talk shit and then go to school in a suit and tie. Dude, did you hear what happened to fucking EDP?
We're not gonna talk about that, Aiden.
EDP got busted for trying to link up with a 13-year-old for sex.
God,
love that
4K.
shit.
Oh
Love
no.
that
He got
shit.
Chris.
Oh, no.
He got fucking Chris Hansen. They like set up a decoy, and he fell
Wait,
for it.
oh,
It was like,
shit.
no fucking way.
Oh god.
Fucking
no.
dumbass.
Hmm.
Like, bro, what's even so appealing about kids anyway?
Yeah, why?
Yeah.
It's
Like,
not
I
that
don't
hard.
understand
I don't
their
understand. It's
Never
not
been
hard.
past-
Why does this always happen? It happened with Carson just a couple months ago.
Yeah, like what the fuck? What
Why?
is so appealing about people who are under 18? Like,
I don't get it. I don't get it.
just wait a minute until they're just over 18. Like, it's not that hard. It's not that hard.
Oh boy. Good God.
Oh, who did? Wait. Oh, I thought someone just turned their camera on.
I am not going to
Did
watch
you have the
Carson
gas
at
mask
MP4.
back?
Rule 2, use jump key.
It's not coming out.
Diego, the thing is,
Um,
all of us in this Discord call, aside from you probably, have most likely done that.
Oh, I know you guys all have. I've seen it. I'm not a
Yeah.
dumbass.
On what?
I don't
Hold on,
have
hold
bed
on, I
wars,
gotta-
but I've watched every one of your guys' streams. I've seen you do it before.
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah.
see it. I'm just watching Tyler's and like from across the map.
Yeah, every time. Every fucking time.
Tyler's.
One of us has to do it per game. Doesn't matter who.
Yeah.
No, the thing
Tyler's fine,
is, sometimes
but then you
Tyler
hold
will
on to
just
it.
walk off.
No, he does. I see it. I see it. He'll find the
He
any hole.
does.
There's just the tiniest hole, and he'll just slide right into it, no problem. With like 8 emeralds on it, he'll just like fall in, no problem. Like
we did,
Well,
we
to
did
be
a
fair,
podcast playing Bed Wars once.
to be fair, Diego,
it's
when
like-
you have such a large amount of emeralds, the void is like a magnet.
Yeah, it
You-
is.
you
Like,
screw
there's
so easily.
it calls
Every
you.
single one
It
of you
calls
it
you,
is.
bro.
It
It's
really
just
does.
the funniest
because-
shit. Watching Tyler
Ooh.
just like
you wanna
look
talk
at
about
the
that?
hole
the
and
call of
just
the void?
watch.
No,
And
it's
then
so
like
funny.
10 minutes
'cause
later,
every
he looks
time-
at it and just patches it up.
Every time you just hear, "Oh fucking," and then there's silence, and then you just see in the bottom just the Egg Boy's white teeth fell from a high place,
Or no, it fell into the void.
fell into
Or
the
like,
void.
Why isn't it coming out?
I
Dude,
think,
my
to the call of the
cousin had
void,
had a
the
like
call
a.
of the void.
You know how like
Right.
different in Bed Wars, how if you kill somebody, it'll pop up differently in chat for different people.
Yeah.
Depending on like the kill. So my cousin had a barbecue one, and so it says every time it falls into void, he says, slipped in barbecue sauce and fell into the void. He straight up just
Wonderful.
slipped in a barbecue puddle.
Hold on.
Bar-
So the call of the void. I
He's-
want to. I
wait,
want to
your
go back to
brother.
that
Your
topic.
brother slipped in a barbecue puddle. Wait,
Barbecue sauce.
Fucking damn it.
slap in the barbecue.
wait,
I heard slap.
wait,
Like,
how did
took a
It was
how
supposed to
did
be
this
slip.
how
I
did
heard
this
slip.
happen? Sorry, I wasn't listening.
Man.
I'm
So-
trying to remove this cum stain from my welding helmet.
What?
Okay, no, let me.
Sorry, I'm sorry, what?
Robin,
You must really
God
love
was aroused by
welding.
the second degree
Care
burn.
to,
He
care
had
to
keep
tell the
going.
story, please?
No, it's not an actual.
Well, did it just get in the way? Or
No,
you
I
just,
was-
like,
I was-
you know,
He
you
missed.
your meat and then you just, you missed.
No.
He didn't aim as
No,
strong.
it's
He was
it's
trying to go
paint,
for.
Okay,
He was
it's-
trying to
it's
go
white,
for the shoebox, but then he missed.
It's just white paint. It just looks like it comes.
Oh, you want to
That's
tell the
why I
story
have to
about how
bring
you
it
burned
this.
your hand?
Oh
Yes,
yes, I
please.
do. Yes, I
Do
do.
it.
Okay, right. So like, okay, I'm fucking doing welding now, right? Because I go to a school that has trades and shit.
I go to a
Pretty
school.
cool.
You should have just left it there.
I go to a school. But the right, so I'm doing welding, right? So I go in.
Mute, please, Tyler, because it's echoing.
What's that?
It's echoing on your end.
Anyway, I go. Fuck. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, I just lost my train of thought. So anyway, we're doing some MIG welding. Okay, that's where you have like the torch and there's like the filament coming out of it.
Yeah.
And like we have these like metal crosses we're welding on just like for practice. And I go to pick mine up. I didn't realize my teacher had just welded on it, and I didn't have my gloves on, which is already stupid.
Yeah.
And I fucking picked it up, and like I didn't feel anything for like a second, and then I felt it. And
no. That's like the worst. Oh no.
Hot metal is so painful.
Oh yeah, 100%.
It's
It's
terrible.
like the worst thing.
I know.
It's awful, and like I couldn't even feel it for like the first 5 minutes after I burned myself, but like my teacher, he just looked at me. He's like, "Go run it in cold water." Sorry.
That's
hot water.
That's not what you're supposed to do for a burn.
Hot to cold. That's
So I like.
You're supposed to use hot first
But
and then progressively get to cold. Yeah.
I was still in my state of cognitive stupidity, so I ran to the little bucket that's like
Oh no.
where we dipped
Is
it
it
in the
quench?
cool.
I swear to God, is it
Oh.
quench oil? Is it just quench oil that you just?
Don't
no,
tell me you
it's-
quenched your hand, bruh.
It's water, bro. It was water.
Okay.
Like,
All right.
I think.
Man, heat treats his hand.
Yeah,
and treat's hand.
He's just like, what are you doing? There's a sink right there. So like, no, I go on a lunge, right? And I'm trying to eat right now, okay, but it's just the pain is just unbearable. So like, I go to see the nurse.
You were trying to eat after you grabbed the fucking freshly what the fuck were you thinking?
I don't know.
It sounds like something Tyler would do, but Robin, what the fuck?
Yeah, it sounds like something I would do. So what the fuck, bro?
So I went to the nurse, and she just like she Googles what to do.
What the fuck?
For second degree burn.
Bro, that's so.
School nurse, bro. The school nurse didn't know what to do for a fucking burn. Oh my god, that's wonderful.
And I'm just sitting there, like in so much pain, but I'm just like not saying anything. I'm just waiting. And she's like, okay.
fuck.
Oh
She'd
no,
given
dude,
me
I'm
an
so
ice
sorry.
pack, okay, and then she's like, oh, apparently you're not supposed to ice it.
Yeah, no shit. Oh my god.
It's like I don't even.
God.
Like it makes it feel good, but then it makes it feel bad like 10 seconds later.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it felt really bad. She just gave me some gauze and like some tape, and she wrapped it, and I just, well, before that I just ran it in some cold water, but like, yeah, it still hasn't completely healed. It's like you can still see the burn mark.
Shit.
That's fucking
Did you
goddamn,
just-
bro.
Did
Like
you just like have the gauze for like the rest of the school day, or did you go home?
No, I just had it on for the rest of the.
Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my god.
see, I don't know how that would work because I drive to school.
I don't drive.
Well, no, but I'm saying like with me, if that happened to me, which it probably will, honestly, when I go to do welding over the
You
summer.
were a dumbass.
I am a fucking dumbass, and no one can deny that. So that's probably what's gonna fucking happen. I'm just gonna forget to have my gloves on and just grab hot metal.
Ugh.
Like I'm betting like $50 to do that.
Hmm.
But like I don't know how that would work because I have to drive home, and like I guess I could drive one-handed, but like that would suck ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did your parents think, Robin, when you got picked up and you were like, "Yo,
Oh yeah.
my hand just got the shit burned out of it this morning. Can we go to the
Well, I
hospital?"
called my mom. I called, or no, the nurse called my mom. And she was.
Your mom just
like,
tell
"Hey,
you to stay at school, just suck it up and stay
I
at school.
swear to God.
No, I chose to stay at school because
Why?
I
Why?
don't know.
That's
I
like a
was
valid reason. That's one of the few valid reasons to go home.
Yeah, that's
Like-
like, dude, take it.
Yeah, I don't know. I was.
You got a
I was
fucking
just
second-degree burn on your hand. You're like, no, it's fine. I can take it.
I was being very stupid that day. My head was
No
not.
shit.
I was not thinking straight at all for like
Obviously.
any of it. No, I was just. I'm even amazed at like how calm I was the whole time. Like I'm just.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you fucking dip your hand in a fucking quench bucket instead of.
Winch.
I'm pretty stupid. I'm not gonna lie.
Dude, the
Obviously,
funniest
Jesus.
thing was like when you just started typing nonsense into the dog boys, and we were like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And you were like, "I burped my hand." We were like, "What do you mean?" And then he sent pictures of his fucked up hand. And we were like, "Oh my, what did you do?" And you were like, "VC, I explain." And then he told him.
Explain. I think you tried to text me kind of what happened, and I was like, I understand you're
Did
struggling.
you go to like the urgent care after school or something? Like, what'd you do?
No.
No, bruh.
Man just straight up said, I'ma suck it up.
I'm built
I did.
different. That you really just said I'm built
Not even your
different.
parents were like, bruh.
I'm special.
Truly, you are. God, what the
Yeah.
fuck?
They were just kind of like, damn, that sucks.
Bro, that's like
I
that's
feel
like in
that,
fucking
though.
Sucks.
that's like in Outlast 2 when you get crucified and then you tear your hands off and there are these huge fucking holes in your hands and then you cover it up with bandages and you're totally fine.
Like, and then you're fine. You can do normal things.
Yeah, and it's never mentioned again. Like good as new. God.
That reminds me, when I cut my finger and like almost cut my joint capsule,
Ooh.
I told you guys this, right? This was at my previous house. And I was cutting the zip ties off of a toy I just got for Hugo. It was a rope.
Mhm.
And then he jumped up and grabbed the rope and then like pulled it, and so I like cut my finger.
Oh.
I told you guys, right? And then it's just cut like
Yeah.
super deep. And now I'm just holding it like pressure, but I know I hit a blood vessel because I could just see my pulse. You know what I'm talking about, right? Just
Yeah.
like blood, like with my pulse, and I'm like, fuck. Like I know I hit like a blood vessel, and so like I'm worried. I was like, fuck, I'm gonna have to get stitches, but I don't want to get stitches because stitches are gay.
Bruh.
That's not my
Stitches.
actual mindset. I just didn't want to go to the hospital because I was like afraid I was gonna get COVID if I went to the hospital. And so,
Oh yeah, that's a pretty
Yeah.
valid reason.
but like I was like genuinely like, oh fuck, what am I gonna do? So like I just wrapped it really fucking tight with some gauze and some like a gauze and then a Coban. And then I just like wrapped it really fucking tight, and then my mom saw it on my finger when I was making dinner, and she was like, "What's that?" And I'm like, "I cut my finger." And she's like, "Is the tip of your finger responsive?" And I'm like, "It's white."
Oh.
She's like, okay. Just wait for your dad to get home. So I wait for my stepdad to get home, because like he works in the medical field, right? My mom does too, but apparently she fucking forgot. So he gets home, he's like, yeah, it's kind of deep. I think you may have cut your joint capsule. Let's go to the hospital. I'm like, nah, I don't want stitches. Let's not go to the hospital.
Nah.
I don't want it. And he's like, that's gonna be at least 3 or 4 stitches. And I'm like, no, it's okay. I'll just deal with it. I literally just said, I'll just deal with it.
I'll
And he's
just
like,
deal with it.
I'll just deal with it.
he's like, but you can move it though, so I don't think you broke your joint capsule. Blah blah blah. And I'm like, great. I'll just deal with it. And then he's like, we have some sutures. You want me to just suture it up here? And I'm like, yeah, that's fine. He's like, okay. But he's like, actually, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna put, let's just put some butterfly stitches on it. And so they did, he did, and then it didn't heal like that, so they had to put a couple stitches in. And it hurt like motherfucker. It probably would have hurt less if I went to the hospital, but it hurt like motherfucker because there wasn't any numbing, like we didn't have anything to numb it.
Yeah.
And so just the suture going in and out of my finger, it kind of sucked. Because, like, the nerves, like, there's not just
Why
nerves
didn't
on
you
the
have
top of your
anything to numb
skin.
it?
Bruh, at my fucking house, like, yeah, we're just gonna have fucking morphine at my house. Like ibuprofen, but, like,
Yeah.
no Novocaine or anything that they could have put. Yeah, no. And, but the thing is, it didn't even, like, hurt at all. Like, the cut was so clean, it didn't even hurt at all. The only thing that hurt is when they did the fucking stitches. So, yeah, but... Oh, and the hydrogen peroxide to clean it. That hurt like blood.
Hydrogen peroxide.
Yeah. But, like, the nerves are, like, on your... Like, in your skin, too. And so, like, when the needle goes on the skin and it hits one of the nerves, it's just, like, the worst feeling. Dude, it sucks.
Do you guys want to hear my favorite Tyler moment?
Oh, yes, please.
Okay, so this was in 8th grade. This was one of the fucking...
I have too many of those in 8th grade.
There are a lot of Tyler moments in 8th grade, but this one is by far the best. So, it was park testing. It was that day. And we were walking outside for lunch. And me and Tyler had our trays, and we were walking down the hill. he knows. And it had just rained that night. So we're walking down the hill, and we both in unison slip and fall.
But we both catch our lunches.
Yeah,
bro.
we both
We
managed
catch our lunch.
we both managed to salvage our lunch. And we were like, damn, that kind of sucked. That was a close call. And then I get up, and then Tyler tries to get up. And his first step after he gets up, he rolls his ankle and face plants onto the ground and spills his lunch.
Like, oh my god, this was...
It made like the exact same sound as when both of us slipped. It was like rhythmic because when we both slipped, it was like shk, poof, and then from behind me, I just hear shk, poof, and then I turn around, I just see Tyler on the ground.
Yeah.
Justice for Tyler.
No, but the thing is, and then my lunch like went everywhere. I'm like, fuck, I'm just gonna see if I can go get more lunch, and they wouldn't give me more lunch.
Yeah.
Bruh.
They wouldn't give me another lunch. I'm like, yeah, I fell and spilt my lunch. And they're like, suck.
Too bad. They were just, suck it up, bitch.
No, the lady actually said to me, sucks to suck. And I'm like, oh, go fuck
Yeah.
yourself.
Dude,
Oh,
those
oh,
lunches were rancid. I had spoiled milk once. It was expired by
yeah.
like 2. It was expired by 2 years.
2
It was-
years? Wait, what?
Yeah, it was in freshman year, and I had gotten my food, and I gotten my milk,
I remember this.
and I drank it, and there were chunks in it. So I spit it out. I was like, "What the fuck?" So I turn around and I look at the expiration date, 2017. That was 2 fucking years ago. I was in fucking middle school when that shit expired. I was in 7th grade. And they still had it. They must have had it when they switched buildings.
Yeah, oh my god.
That's the only explanation.
What the
Why would
fuck?
they-
What the fuck? They
Why
didn't
would they use that same milk?
I I was baffled. I couldn't believe it.
Like, do they just have serious budget cuts, or do they like not realize that?
I mean,
milk
yeah,
goes
bro.
bad?
Michelle Obama's lunches, they fucking suck.
No, they did. No, they did. They did.
Bro,
Even
do
though
y'all
this wasn't
remember?
even in the Obama era anymore.
Do y'all remember when we had the Dia de los Muertos celebration, and they were trying to get the
God.
stove lit to do hot
I-
chocolate?
I do remember that.
Joe,
And then
why
Mr.
did they
Larson,
not?
they're like, "Hey, we don't know." And then Mr. Larson's like, "Let me see if I can fix it." And he just turned on the
Yeah, I
gas.
wasn't there.
But then there is a gas leak in one of the lines, and they're like, "Oh, fuck." So they turned off the gas, and then they're like, "Well, shit. That's why the stove doesn't work." And so they just had us. They had all of us leave the cafeteria while the gas dissipated.
Yeah. God.
That's
those,
definitely a bro moment.
those lunches. I can't
Oh,
believe.
Keegan's
I can't
alive.
believe.
What? I've been talking this entire time. Did my thing go out? Oh my!
You've been quiet this whole time. I tried to DM you to let you know.
Bro, I've been talking.
Bro. I can't
so
believe they
sorry.
made us drink. They made us have the cheeseburger chocolate milk combo.
Ugh.
Yeah,
What?
yeah. Do you not remember like that?
Yeah.
That was pretty much the
That was
typical
the school
lunch.
lunches. You would
Yeah.
you get a cheeseburger, some urine scented fries. It was
Oh,
Always,
yeah.
They were
always,
like
always.
they smelled like freshly pissed pants.
Oh yeah.
It was so fucking bizarre. It was like they reused oil or some shit. They must have. And they fucking and then
No,
you
they
get-
didn't even fucking fry them, dude. There's no way they fucking fried them.
That's true.
Like, they probably just sprayed them with olive oil and put them in the fucking oven. Like,
They might have sprayed it with olive oil and like put it under a heat lamp for a couple days.
yeah, because they weren't even cooked, really.
Yeah, there were some of them were like raw in the middle. It was nasty. And then we had a fucking chocolate milk to go with it. You have to pay to get a water bottle. What the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Why? Why can't that be the default?
That should be the default.
Keegan, did you say
Ah!
did you say anything while you were while you were mute?
Nothing really
guy
important. I
you-
was just kind of cringing at your story, Robin, and then just commenting on how Tyler's coordination correlated with his Bedwars skills.
That sounds about right.
Dude, I remember I tried
Makes
to
sense.
climb over a chicken fence. And you know how they have like the spiky bits at the top that
Yeah.
have been cut off? Yeah, well, I was climbing over it and only one leg made it.
Oh, no.
I was never the same. I puked that day. I genuinely vomited on the ground. It was so awful. But it wasn't
have
as
I
bad as
told
the
it-
time I accidentally cut myself and didn't realize while shaving my balls.
Oh, yeah,
didn't
that
even-
was...
I didn't even realize because it was like numbed from like the cold water I had rubbed on it. And then like a couple minutes later when I was done, it just felt like wet in my pants. I was like, what the fuck?
What?
I didn't piss my pants. So then I look and there's just so much blood and then my balls are just spewing out blood. I was like, what the fuck?
Oh my god.
I don't know if they should be on the internet, gonna be honest. If that
No.
I remember
Are
one
you
time-
serious? Are you seriously saying that now?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
we've,
yeah, I'll
we've
say
had
it now,
worse
I'll say
stuff.
it now.
We've had worse
That's
stuff.
true. That's
Yeah.
very true. That's very true.
I mean, if worse comes to worse, it's to lively.
Shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey,
We can post it to
I
Reddit.
just said something. I just said something. Gonna have to bleep out.
What'd you say?
Tyler's school.
Fuck.
Oh no, none of us heard it. I think we were talking over you. I don't think it's.
Okay.
Just timestamp it.
I'm gonna
Timestamp it.
I'm gonna
Timestamp
mark.
it. Timestamp
Yeah,
it.
I'm gonna mark the time code just in case.
Damn.
What is it?
Just in case.
39 minutes in.
Yeah, I don't know what
39.
time it is, but
I can't believe
yeah.
you
That's gonna be fucked
you called out the name of Tyler's school, which is called 39 Minutes In. I can't believe that.
I can't believe that. Yeah.
I can't believe they would name a school that. Bro, what a
That's-
stupid ass name.
We all know why they named it, correct? Yeah, we're not. We'll talk about it after the podcast why they named it that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's stupid.
Have
yeah,
I
don't
told
like-
y'all?
don't
I think
like
I know
that
I've
name.
told y'all, but have I told the viewers? I've broken my that no one fucking views this. I swear to God. Like we get like 3 views at
Yeah.
most.
Yeah,
Honestly, yeah. But what if one of them blows up? We don't know.
that'd be bad.
Yeah.
That'd be
Yeah, that would be bad. We would never
Actually, we don't want that happening. Please don't. Actually, yeah. Anyone that listens to these,
because
don't
of this.
blow
We
us
can
up
never be
because
politicians.
of this.
Because of
That's
this, we
Oh
can
true.
yeah,
never be
no, I
politicians.
can't run for public office because of this YouTube channel existing.
Dude, I would get
Mhm.
lynched by all the public art students I go with.
I would get lynched by most of America.
Literally.
Yeah, we would get canceled.
I would get skinned
Immediately.
alive and then tossed into a pit of lemons, bro.
Oh, kind of like drawn from the Bible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
He lived,
Tell the
sadly.
story, Tyler.
Yeah, I've broken my arm. Okay, I've broken my arm twice, each of them.
Each.
Yeah,
A few times on each side.
I remember each. Well, I remember a couple of them.
You broke
you
it
remember
like
what
twice.
happened?
You broke it
And
like
then you've told
twice
me
in
every
8th
time
grade,
that-
didn't you?
You've told me most of them.
Yeah.
You are dumb as.
Dude, every other day in 8th grade, this
Pretty
motherfucker
much,
would
yeah.
come in with it like a cast or a boot.
A new
or some
ailment.
shit. Yeah, a new disability. Dude,
He is disabled.
we used to have a study hall and it was called acceleration, and we used to just
My God.
we used to race from science class into acceleration to get the best seats at the back of the class so they couldn't see what we were doing on our computers, and we would just blast past and we would just leave Tyler behind because he was in his boot and crutches. So he
That
couldn't do
is so messed up.
but bro, no,
I got
bro.
there first one day.
The first day,
did?
the first day he got his boot off, he ran so fucking fast that this girl was still packing up, and he sits down, and the way he sat down, he like snagged her charger that was attached to her Chromebook, and it ripped out of the
I didn't
Chromebook.
see it though.
Yeah, and she goes, "Hey! Someone's still sitting here, you know!" And then starts pacing, and we're all just giggling, and her face was so red.
But she was a fucking 7th grader, so it's worse.
Yeah.
Oh,
Tyler
jeez.
did not fuck around on that day.
Hell no, dude.
was a
Because I knew
7th
Aaron would do the same fucking thing and not care, so I had to get there
Yeah.
first. Yeah, first time I broke my arm. I was like 5.
Mm.
5 or 6. My grandpa had just died. The next weekend we were in Espanola, my great grandpa, and then next weekend we were in Espanola. I was playing with my uncle. He pushed me down. I fucking broke my wrist.
Oh shit.
The second time.
Is this the same uncle that like absolutely plowed you when you were 4 months old on the couch? Just absolutely crushed
Don't
you?
say it like that.
It's the same uncle?
Don't say it.
Yeah, but
like
don't say it like that.
Aiden.
Don't say fucking cloud. Like,
Sorry. Yeah, that was a poor choice of words on my end. My apologies.
Yeah, no, I don't know if I've told that story. That story, I was
That story's
apparently.
fucking funny. That's a
Yeah, I
fucking
was
comedy gold.
like at that point he was like 13, I guess, when I was first born, and so I was like, I had just come home from the hospital a couple weeks, and because I had to stay there because I had heart problems or some shit, and so I was only a couple weeks out of the hospital. My uncle, 13 years old, comes and jumps from the back of the couch on top of me to where I'm sleeping.
He sounds kind of like a dick in a sense.
You've met him.
No.
You've met him,
Oh
dude.
yeah, I have. Yeah. Wait, hold on. Which one of?
He's the taller one, the taller, skinny one.
Okay, the tall. Okay, I know which one.
Yeah, he's the
tall
nice.
uncle.
He's the nice
I
one
know which
though.
one.
He's really
He
nice.
is. He is. He very much is.
Like, he's a
Why
nice
did you
person.
do-
He would
why
give you
did
the
you
shirt
do
off his
that?
back.
He would, honestly, yeah.
Anyway, but yeah. According to my mom, just fucking all you hear is just a crunch, and then
Oh,
Oh no.
and then just me crying, and then just me
No.
crying, and then my uncle is just like, no. But no, no bones broken, only some brain cells lost.
and that's
But
how it
yeah.
all began. It was like the Mortal Kombat like zoom in as the bones break.
Oh, dude.
Probably
frick-
was, honestly.
like the freaking
I couldn't imagine
X-rays.
that happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, but apparently, like, they took me to the.
Can we get copyright striked?
It's our own stories. No, we can't.
No, but it's like I mentioned a certain app that I'm playing at the
No,
moment.
Oh,
you,
no.
they can't. fucking-
They can't copyright an app.
Yeah,
Dude.
I'm
Copyright
playing
strike.
Clash Royale at the moment.
They can't.
Hey, go fuck yourself. I don't have my phone with me. I can't.
They can't give us a copyright strike for saying the name of an app. Like,
Right. The worst thing, like, if we like have a song playing, yeah, they could give us a copyright strike on that. But nothing other than that. So anyway, second time, I fell out of a truck. Any guesses on how I did it?
Oh.
You were being
Was
stupid and
this
you were
the
applying your
18-wheeler
bedwars
was
skill.
this the 18-wheeler one, or which one was
No,
this?
that I didn't break any bones on the ATV.
I thought you did.
No. No, my uncle lost his leg, but I didn't break
Oh
anything.
shit.
Not the tall one. It was my great uncle. One
he
of my
lost
great
his
uncles.
leg.
Yeah, and like had severe brain damage. Have I not told that story?
No.
No.
Is your Uncle Fergus from Wolfenstein?
No.
Probably, to be honest. Honestly, it would make sense though.
Yeah. Okay, so this uncle, my great uncle, my grandfather's brother, like, I used to hang out with him because he couldn't have kids, and
Damn.
so I was like pretty much his kid because
That's
like I used to hang out with him all the time. Like I think one summer I spent with him, like in his 18-wheeler because he used to work for like a company. He used to have an 18-wheeler. Anyway, we came back. We're like, okay, we're gonna go for a ride on the ATV, go around, have some fun, and then after that, we're going to go chop some firewood and eat dinner, and then take me home. We're like, hey, awesome. And so, see, I remember every detail of that day. It's kind of sad.
I don't
Anyway.
like that you do.
Yeah, me neither.
Very traumatic.
I think I was like 8 or 9.
9.
Fucking Robin. Yeah, 8 or 9. And so we go for a ride on the 4-wheeler. We're going down like, hey, think it's kind of fat. I'm like, it's kind of fast. And then we hit a rock and we flip.
Oh no.
And I get thrown like across the road. We're on the right side of the road. I ended up like against a fence on the left side of the road.
Oh shit.
And he ended up like the 4-wheeler upside down on top of him. I
Oh.
ran over to him. I called my mom. I was like, "Hey, this happened. Blah blah blah. We need an ambulance here now, but I don't know the address, so I can't call 911." And so she's like, "Okay, we'll get it there." And then my phone dies. And then, like, I'm remembering at 9 years old, 8 or 9 years old, my first aid training from Boy Scouts.
Yo.
That I'm like,
I love
okay,
that stuff.
okay, assess the situation. What the fuck is going on? 4-wheeler's disabled. That's nice.
How did I win with like the shittiest deck I think I've created?
Yeah, and then I was like, okay, what the fuck is happening? Assess the situation. He's under it. This needs to get off of him. And so I'm like, fuck. And so I'm like, okay, 8-year-old, 1,000-pound 4-wheeler.
Flip.
I did. I turned it on its side.
It's a Mega
But by
Man
that time-
using the retro
Robin, can you
piece
stop
of
posting
shit.
gifs? Tyler's trying to tell a story. Jesus.
Yeah, can you fucking stop?
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
The
but
disrespect.
the Mega Man, let's go.
The disrespect.
Yeah,
I'm
it's a tornado.
listening.
This was a traumatic
Tornado
event
was-
for me.
was- Good.
Good.
Good. Good.
Goodly.
Good.
Oh my god.
What the fuck do you mean good, bro? What?
Good. I mean good.
Diego fucking hates me for some goddamn
Yeah,
reason.
you know, Tyler. You know.
Didn't seem like that
That's
at
all I have to say.
Pecos. Just kidding.
Oh, fuck you!
Anyway, and so I'm
God.
assessing the situation. I'm like, okay, what the fuck? Oh yeah, bad head injury, bleeding from the head. Bad leg injury, bleeding from the fucking,
Fuck.
from the leg. And I'm like, but, I'm like, oh no, what the fuck is happening? And then my uncle comes, like, that lives near him, comes and he's like, okay, I'll assess him. You go wait in my truck. And I'm like, okay, like covered in blood. So I go wait in the truck, and then, like my mom gets there. She checks me out. Everything's good. The ambulance gets there, but they're like, he's in critical condition. He needs to be airlifted. So they call in a helicopter. The helicopter gets there. They take him away. I go in the ambulance, but I'm like, I'm fine. I don't need to go to the hospital. They're like, we're gonna send you to the hospital because there's probably internal bleeding. And considering you got like rolled or whatever so far, flung so far. So they take me to the hospital in the ambulance, and I'm like, I can just walk in. You guys don't need to take me on the stretcher. And then they're like, no, we're gonna take you in because if not, then we'll probably lose our jobs. And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, okay, fine. I'll just stay here on the stretcher. And so I stay on the gurney. They bring me into the ER. And they're like, oh look, we have a bed for you right here. And I'm like, hey.
Yo.
And then like they check me out, no broken bones. There's a little bit of internal bleeding on my stomach, but that's really it. But yeah, I'm fine. But he was in a coma for I think 8 months, and the doctors were saying, or one of the doctors was like, "Hey, it's been at month one." He's like, he's not gonna recover. Like at month one, they're just like, pull the plug. It's not gonna happen. And we're like, no. He said he wanted everything he can to keep him alive, and so that's what they did. They did everything they could to keep him alive, and he recovered, and he's making almost a full recovery. He had a prosthesis for his leg. It was his left leg or right leg was cut off above the knee, right above the knee. Because he has a disorder called Factor V, which makes your blood clot more than usual, more than it needs to. And so that created a blockage in his artery and had to have it amputated. Um, um, let's
Wait,
see.
so it? Oh, he had it amputated. His leg didn't come off in the.
No,
Okay. I was
no.
confused.
No. But also because he had a skull fracture and bleeding in his head, that developed a subcranial hematoma,
What?
which is just a fancy way of saying blood in the skull pressing on the brain, which caused him to go into a coma and presented a clot. So I had to go and do surgery, do all that. But within that 8 months, like he showed neurological activity, which gave us hope, right? Like there's neurological activity, he's gonna recover eventually. But one of the doctors was such a dick. Like he was like wanting to pull the plug all the fucking time. Like we have other patients that need a machine, and we're like, well, he's already on it, so not that important, I guess. But yeah, he's making almost a full recovery after like almost 9 or 7 years. He he still can't do the things he normally wants to. Like he still can't drive the tractor, drive his trucks, like do anything like that. But cognitively, he's almost 100% there.
Damn.
Like,
When he was in ICU, he was like 2% there. Like it's just been a remarkable improvement.
That's great.
Can I
Yeah.
stray away from the traumatic experience a little, Tyler?
Yeah, I'm gonna talk about the rest of the. Okay, okay. Guesses on how I broke my arm falling out of a truck.
Diego wanted to.
Oh yeah, I forgot that's how this started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guesses on how I broke my arm falling out of a truck. A. Out of the bed of the truck.
Oh
B. From
yeah,
the
I
hood of the
remember
truck.
this. I
C.
remember
From the
this.
tailgate. Or D. Out of the cab.
Out of the cab.
Out of the
I know
cab.
It
it
was out
was.
of the
I
cab.
remember
I
this.
remember
I
Yeah.
you
remember
telling
this,
me this
Tyler.
in
I
7th
remember
grade.
this. I remember
Yeah.
this. This was the best story I think I've ever heard.
This was in my 1989 Toyota pickup truck. Not mine at the time. It was my mom's at the time.
Just
Soon to be
so
my
I'd be
truck
like,
when I turned
shit.
15. I oh, fucking god. I I was clearing stuff off of the seat. We were moving from our apartment. To save to my grandparents to save up money to buy a house. And so I was clearing stuff off of the seat. I fell from the cab out of the truck. Out of the fucking truck.
It was
Ow.
the funniest
And
thing I've ever heard.
yeah, like how the fuck do you fall out of the cab? And that when I was explaining this to the doctor, I was like, I fell out of the truck, and they're like, they made my mom leave because they thought that like she
Oh.
abused me or something, and I just wasn't telling the truth. Like, all right, how did this really happen? I was in the cab of the truck. Was the truck moving? Was the truck on? No. Was the truck in neutral? No. Was the truck blah blah blah? I'm like, no, I'm just a dumbass. Like I think I said that. I didn't say a dumbass. I said I think I'm just dumb. I just fell out of the cab of the truck.
At least
And
you're
then like
on.
you're not
honest.
dumb, and I'm like I am. So
You
my
don't
self
know me,
hatred
bitch.
started at a very young age.
It did for all of
Um,
us.
Indeed. But yeah, they yeah, it's broken. You should probably go to a specialist. We're just gonna give you a splint for now. I'm like okay. Um. So yeah, that's the second time. Um. What was the third time?
There's a third time.
There's a fourth time.
Oh my.
Yeah, have you not heard Tyler's wonderful stories of his
One of them was
dumbass?
when you were playing capture the flag. I know that you like
I
Yes,
remember that.
yes,
Barbed
yes,
wire
yes.
is always
you like
fun, isn't it?
fell off like this pit that was just there.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was around the back of the church that we were playing at, or not the church, like the rec center of the church that was back there.
Yeah, I remember.
And
Yeah,
there was just
I
this
remember
concrete slab that was there, and then I just like was running because I like just escaped from, or and I didn't just escape from jail. I was gonna go get the people from the jail, and I just wasn't looking where I was going. I slipped off of like the 1 foot concrete step, and then boom, broke my arm
Yeah.
and rolled my ankle in the same motion.
It
So I
was,
sprained my
it was
ankle. Had to be in.
wonderful. It was wonderful. I remember this because it was the start of the meeting. That's when we usually do games.
Mhm.
Also, yeah, guess what, Tyler? I gotta tell you something after the meeting about that. Because you weren't here this Sunday. Yeah, I remember that. 'Cause we didn't play Capture the Flag after that because we were like, oh, look what happened to Tyler. Shit.
Yeah.
You were
No,
like
but I
banned
went
for like a
inside.
year or two for doing that shit. You
Yeah, I
dumbass.
went. I'm sorry. I went inside, and I told one of the adults, I'm like, I broke my arm, and they're like, No, you didn't. And I'm like, I've broken my arm twice before I know what it feels like. like trying to argue with this adult leader to call my mom because I didn't have my phone, I was grounded or something, I don't know. To call my mom to tell her to bring me a splint and to tell her that I broke my arm, that we need to go to urgent care just to get x-rays to then go to a specialist. Because by that time I was like 13, know it all.
Yeah.
Um, and so she's like, okay, fine. So she calls my mom. She doesn't tell her to bring anything, and I'm like, yeah, I think I broke it. And she's like, yeah, you fucking broke it. And then I'm like, yeah, I also rolled my ankle and skinned my knees. And she's like, oh, you. So and so like I feel like in her mind she was just thinking, goddamn medical bills. Like,
Probably. She's just like, oh, there go the car payments.
you're right. And then yeah, but then we go after that, we go straight to urgent care. Like, I just didn't go to the meeting after that. I just went to um We just went to urgent care. They're like, yeah, it's broken. It's a hairline fracture. I'm like, fuck. And so, yeah.
Yeesh.
That's that time.
It was a good
And
day.
that's when I came in with a cast and a boot.
Yeah. You came in with both of them. we heard him because wasn't that right? Like almost immediately after you got your boot off, after you jumped off the bridge.
No,
'Cause-
I jumped off the bridge after I got that one off.
Yeah, because I remember. Okay, yeah, it was the capture the flag incident and then the bridge incident, and those were like 2 weeks apart or something.
I loved
And
the bridge.
It was about a month.
That
It was about a month.
wonderful.
And then we were.
Tyler was
and
like,
then
"Shit!
we
Don't
turn-
tell my mom I
yeah,
jumped
we
off
hear-
a bridge."
We hear. This was ridiculous. Tyler jumped off the bridge and he was like, "Oh." We were like, "Why'd you do that?" He's like, "'Cause it's fucking fun." And then he does it again, and he's like, "Oh, I might need to go see the nurse." So he just
Yeah,
limps
this was
to
fucking-
the nurse, and then the next
Oh
we
my
don't
God,
we
dude.
don't see him again for the rest of the day, and then we're sitting in the cafeteria waiting for first period to start. And then we just hear the noise of the cast of like his crutches just like and we turn around and he's in a fucking boot again. We're like, "Tyler, are you serious? Again, dude?" And he was like, "Yeah. Shouldn't have jumped off that bridge."
Okay, and then the most recent time. Y'all remember this
The
one?
fourth time. The fourth and final time.
The fourth and final.
No, I doubt
As
it'll
of
be
now.
final.
I
I
fell
doubt
off.
it'll be final.
I fell off the water tower.
Oh yeah. You've
Oh
told us
yeah,
Oh,
I got
yes.
up there, Tyler. I got to the top. How couldn't you?
I believe I've heard this.
Because I fell off of it, dumbass.
I love. It was hard trying to get up that because I don't think it was meant to be climbed like that.
Yeah, no, you're supposed to open the gate and then use
Yeah.
the fucking ladder. That's what you're
But,
supposed to do.
Yeah, but
See, I should have brought my lock picking set, because if I brought my lock picking set, it would have been fine. And then Jesse got it taken away. That fucking dumbass.
Yeah. And then they lost it and
Yeah, and
didn't
then they
pay you
lost it.
back.
Yeah,
That was some bullshit. Fucking
it's some bullshit.
God.
Just like Jesse's brass egg.
Yeah, exactly. That was
Yeah, anyway, I was climbing the
Straight-
water tower, and I almost got to the ladder. I was reaching for it, and I was just standing on some little stubs. Like fucking bolt stubs that were used to hold the water tower together. And I fell off of it. Fell off of that, like almost to the ladder. Because the ladder is up high. Like almost to the ladder, and then like I fall off of it, and then see the thing is I had to make up a lie. Because we're not supposed to be climbing the water tower.
Mhm.
I had to make up a lie to say, but there's like some concrete slabs near the staff camp, and so I just said I tripped and fell on a concrete slab and fell down there. And I was like, I broke it. And the nurse is like, you didn't, or not the nurse, what was his name? I can't say his name. Actually, I don't give a fuck about him. I don't respect him anymore. His name was Robert.
Okay.
Oh
Robert.
yeah, this. Sort of
He was the camp medic.
Robert.
He was
Robert.
terrible.
It goes
Yeah, he was
down.
terrible.
Robert, it
terrible.
goes down. It don't go down.
It do go down.
But yeah,
No
I was like,
cursing.
it's broken. It hurts right here. It doesn't hurt on the joint. It hurts right here. It's not sprained. It's broken right there. And then he's like, no, it's just a really bad sprain. And I'm like,
What is this trend of you breaking your arm and people denying it?
yeah, dude.
Like the supposed professionals, they're like, "No, that's not broken."
Yeah,
What the fuck is wrong with people?
bro, this camp medic was fucking retarded. Anyway, there was like a
Obviously.
like, probably 50 years old. It was a straight board or a backboard, like a straight board that you use like to carry like back or like not like or like paralyzed patients on. That was cracked in the middle. And
He's
so
correct.
I was a staff in training one year. And so they're like, "Hey, we need your help training the guys for wilderness first aid." And I'm like, "Okay." Or it wasn't wilderness first aid. Oh, it was search and rescue. I'm like, "Okay, fine." Cuz you just like go wherever you're needed when you're staff in training. And so I went with the med department that day. And so I just had to go to a set of GPS coordinates and then just pretend I was unconscious.
Oh yeah.
And they put me on the backboard. They lifted me up, and the board snapped.
Oh.
That's an insult. The board can just insulted you there.
The thing was though, the first, like, this was the third class of the day. There was 2 other classes where it didn't snap. There's 2 other classes where it didn't snap, but this one it fucking snapped. And I swear to God, and it snapped in the center and like parted. And so I was just like there, and then I was just dropped like 3 feet, just on my back.
That was violation on that backboard's part.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It insulted you like right in front of your face, pretty much.
I know,
That backboard was out to get you.
bro. It was like 50 years old. It should not have been in use at all.
It trolled the fuck out of you.
News.
So we had to
Do a
go
little
borrow one
trolling.
because apparently that's the only one. The med shack was like 50 years old, so we had to go to the pool and borrow one of theirs from the pool to continue with the things, the search and rescue classes. Like,
It just snaps.
oh yeah, and the first
Why
class,
is that so funny
class,
to
there's
me?
like this thing here. Let's see if I can pull up a picture of it. Let's see.
I'm just thinking of like the Boogie 2988 video where he just falls into the water.
What is like the
Oh. Okay. Once you
what is it called?
find the picture.
Okay, so
wrap
there's
this
that
up.
thing. Hold on, I'm trying to see.
What thing?
There's like a here. It's like you have to balance it on one wheel when you're carrying someone with it. Like it's let's see. What is it called?
Oh my god. Look at that look at that green circle going green.
Yeah, what is
Key.
Huh?
Ah,
Eh? God, what's
Ah.
with the pings? Bro, I've been looking for like ibuprofen half of the time you guys have been talking.
Why?
Because I have this a splitting headache.
For me too.
Oh,
Be a man. Deal with it. Don't take
Is it
my.
because of us? Oh,
You're stoop.
what were? I actually fell out of my chair earlier, but I didn't say anything because Tyler was still telling his story.
was that while you were muted?
No, I was unmuted. You probably heard it, but I like didn't know what it was
Just boof, boof.
because I was trying to reach my phone across the room.
Oh,
What is he trying to find right now?
I don't
Trying to find the thing that they dumped me out of. Like,
Oh.
Well, once you find it, we're gonna wrap it up because we're at
Okay.
an hour and 8 minutes.
Okay.
Jesus, really?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Time flies
sounds
when
great.
Tyler discusses his injuries.
Tyler.
It's not broken, it's just a bad sprain. Damn, Tyler, you've had an awful lot of bad sprains in your time.
Yeah.
oh yeah, for sure.
Sprain.
Sprain.
Who the
What the
fuck
fuck?
is snapping me right now? Oh, okay. Hey, Benny boy.
Yo.
Benny boy.
He's just chuckling to himself.
The origin of Benny Boy. Do you guys know the origin of Benny Boy?
I do not.
Wager.
Yeah, it's based on
Wager Man.
it's derived from the Wager Man, but I'm not gonna censor his name. Fuck it. And
He's already
Boy.
wanted by the IRS.
yeah, and Child Protective Services. But so in one of the credit songs for the Homeless Man Part 1, because we recorded a bunch of them and just meshed them all together and played them all at the same time. But in one of them, I'm like, this one goes out to Benjamin Wager, who didn't come to our play, and it really bums me out. But I still love you, Benny Boy. I forgive you. And I created my Discord around the same time, so I used Benny Boy. And now I have
Damn.
taken the mantle of Benny Boy. Benjamin
You ain't
Young
had
Man.
Discord then?
I
Damn.
had Discord, but I didn't use it for months.
Oh.
I made it and then I didn't touch it, and then you were like, "Y'all, you want to play Minecraft?" And I was like, "Sure." It's like, "You have Discord?" I was like, "Yeah."
What the fuck?
Tyler with the Minecraft server.
Shit,
This
bros.
Minecraft
I can't
was-
find it.
What?
That-
Like,
is a
you
shame.
think it would be easy, but like I can't find it.
What are you
Oh.
looking for?
No, that wasn't it.
Ow.
Like it's.
Okay.
Damn.
Oh, here's kinda okay. Okay.
Bruh.
Boom, boom, boom. So like, let's see. So, this thing right here, like with the one wheel,
Yeah.
and like this orange thing. Don't mind this. Like this isn't part of it. Like just this and like the orange thing here
Mhm.
is what I was put in, and it's on one wheel, so you have to balance it. But then they weren't able to balance it, so they just like tipped me out of it. Like it was on the trail, and then they just tipped me out of it, and I just rolled out on the fucking backboard.
Why?
Because they're fucking dumbass search and rescue kids. Like I hated having to go with them, like to teach shit. That was like
That's
one of the worst
funny.
things.
That's fucking funny. Anyway, we should wrap this up now.
Alright.
So,
Yeah.
sorry for watching if you made it to the end.
Yeah, we apologize.
No, well, the
We're
moral
sorry that you decided to watch.
lesson, the moral lesson of
It
this
really was your
story.
decision.
Moral lesson of the story: you burn your hand, quench it in quenching oil.
Yeah.
Break your arm,
And then
you didn't.
And then
it's just a
ice
bad
it?
sprain. Don't worry about it. You get a second degree on your hand, tank it for the whole day. Don't go to the urgent
Yeah.
care at all. Be a man. Fuck all of you.
Hold-
Get fucked.
Hold on,
cunts,
hold on.
assholes.
Did we give a piece of actual like?
Did not give a piece
Financial
of financial advice.
Oh yeah, we need to do that.
Yeah.